Alright, this is Block 3, Progressives in Power, Section 5, William Howard Taft, Progressive, with the section beginning William Howard Taft. William Howard Taft was the 27th President of the United States, served from 1909 to 1913. Him and Teddy Roosevelt were allies, so when Roosevelt chose not to run in the election of 1908, he picked William Howard Taft to succeed him. He thought that him and Taft were on the same page about almost everything, and said nobody would be better than William Howard Taft to continue my policies in the White House. As you can see, in the red, Taft won fairly handily. He defeated the Democrat William Jennings Bryan, who lost for the third time. He lost in 1896, he lost in 1900, and he lost in 1908. Taft beat him handily. As you can see, Bryan carried the solid Democratic South and a few states out west, but where most of the country's population was, Taft won without much of a problem. If we look at William Howard Taft, has kind of a not-so-good reputation in history. First, he was a big fat guy. He was by far the largest president. He weighed well over 300 pounds. There is a story that he got stuck in the White House bathtub. That is probably not true. But he was not a very energetic fellow. Preferred to take care of business in the morning and take a nice nap in the afternoon, which did not make him a bad president. It just made him a very different president than the constantly energetic, constantly moving Teddy Roosevelt. But the Roosevelt legacy of progressivism was in William Howard Taft's hands. And actually, in a lot of ways, he was more progressive than Roosevelt, even though he has gotten a historical reputation as kind of an old-school conservative. As we're going to see, that is not really true, and in many ways, he was more progressive than Teddy Roosevelt, and in the end, their differences over progressivism would split the two friends apart, and they never reconciled afterwards.